Miss Universe, USA pageant, pretty girl. Of course, she was pretty. Committed, well, should I say, she unalived herself. She had thoughts going on and she sent posts out, letting the world know, or her friends, however how she wanted to put it, let people know that she was battling depression. This is something that men and women are battling with today. Not matter that like when you get to a point where as though you don't feel like life matters anymore, you are already on a playing field where as though you might feel like you by yourself. You feel like giving it up. You feel like your life is just over. And a lot of people are ending their lives by doing this or feeling this way. Depression is nothing to play around with. I understand that. I know it. I've been through it. I know what it feels like to feel like you don't want to be here no more. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It's a mental state of mind that put a lot of people into a bad position in life that make them feel like life is not worth it. I speak of that because when you see someone going through it like that, you see somebody at a point, their breaking point in life, they feel like giving up. It's because they're going through something. Each his own. Everybody has their own way of coping with certain things. You got some people that go through family loss. They lost a loved one that they was very, very close to, the only person that they can talk to, confine with. They seem to feel as though they don't have nobody to turn to no more. So that can end up making them go spiral into a bad mindset that'll make them feel like, well, I'd rather not be here again because I don't have nobody here. That's something that leads a lot of people down a bad path. I can say from women, I can speak from just a perspective of a guy, but I can't put myself in a position of a female. But I do know, being around females a lot, growing up around females, talking about my mom, my sisters, and just girlfriends. One thing I realized when it comes to women battle a lot of scenarios that can lead them down a bad path. And that bad path is not feeling accepted. Acceptance. When they feel like they have no one there, like they feel like no matter where they turn, they got nothing but jealousy, hatred, people posting all type of things to them. That's something that fall hard on women. For some odd reason, women always like to feel that they're accepted in a lot of spaces. I don't know why it's like that, but they are. They're social creatures. Men are a lot different. We have some similarities, but in a lot of ways we are different. Men can be separated from everybody and feel comfortable. But where men fall into a category where it make a lot of men feel depressed is when it comes to women. When they don't have that skill of being around women to get that type of feeling of love. You have men that actually fall into that situation where as though they feel like life is not worth it because they never been with nobody. I can understand how when you can fall into certain situations and you feel like, damn, these females don't seem to have any love for me. Like, I don't feel like it's worth living out here. Like, you have dudes like that. From a person that's going through a divorce, I don't really have, look, I want to be left alone. You know what I mean? Each his own. At the end of the day, everybody has their battles. Everybody goes through what they're going to go through. A lot of dudes want peace. They end up being into a lot of relationships. They want to find peace. It's a balance. But it depends on the life that you have. So when I seen the pageant female, the sister, going through what she went through, by her putting out posts about that she didn't feel like being here again. So you can kind of read into that. Because you see that a lot now. People posting what they're going to do or how they feel. They don't really say what they're going to do, but their posts let you know that they're making a call. And sometimes I think it's a call, but then in some cases, I don't really think it's always a call. It's basically giving a light to what they're about to do. They're just not letting you know. They're just putting a post out there, and they letting people know that, hey, this is what I'm going through. but I'm looking to basically call it quits. You know, it's a sad world we in today, and I'm gonna be real with you. We can say people need help, but I'm gonna be real. Let's be honest. Everybody can't help everybody. Everybody is on watch today. Everybody is on a breaking point today. Everybody is at a point where as though they for self, and for due reason. We have to worry about so much today. We have to take care of our family. We're trying to keep our families together. We worry about our kids' own livelihood. We're trying to make sure we're raising kids that act like us, which can be wrong or right. We don't know. We trying to do so much out here. We worrying about finances. We worrying about losing our homes. We worrying about keeping our homes. We worrying about so much to the point you got so many things in your way. So when you have so many things in your way, you also have to take into consideration, we can't save the earth. We can't save the world. We can't save people. We can only try. And a lot of times when people are put into a certain position in life, they tend to not have that balance of being able to think for themselves. This is why I'm a component of people being able to be self-aware of their actions. And when people not self-aware of their actions, they're going to do something wild. They're going to do something crazy. It's no such thing as you should know better. If that was the case, everybody will move the same way. Everybody don't move the same way. We just don't. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just that your common sense is your common sense. And the next person's common sense is something totally opposite of what you think is common sense. You know, you'll get a person that'll spend their all in order to win the lottery. You will look at them and think they're the dumbest thing in the world. But this is the sad part about life. This is the part about life that makes it confusing, but it's never a such thing as what's wrong or right sometimes. Because if they win the lottery, we like, damn, they don't hit. What you gonna say then? They lucky? Or their cards were in play for them to win? We don't know. I don't think it's no such thing. I think everybody has their ways of coping with hardship, and certain downfalls to certain people could be detrimental. It can take them out of here. It can take them out the game. I always realize in life that everybody here on earth is one position away from losing it all. You just never know. Hopefully you never find it. I never ever want to know what's going to take me to go all the way there, to want to be like, life is not worth it no more. You never know. You never know. Everybody deals with things different. I know they push this whole thing, you need to go talk to somebody. That's not going to work for everybody. Because at the end of the day, when you go home, you're still going to be by yourself. Everybody's not going to be able to have an out, to be able to let out their frustration. Sometimes their frustration is just ending it all. And hopefully, you never ever want to get there. So when you see someone going through their hardships and everything, and they want to talk, take the time out and talk to them. Talk. But don't be judgmental. Don't. Just talk. Talk. Be able to talk. I understand you have a life. I understand there's a balance. I understand that you have your own things going on. But at the same time, be passionate. Be passionate enough to be able to give people some good conversation and good wisdom. And don't let that conversation be about you. Once you open your mouth, well, I went through the same thing. Don't leave that shit out. Leave it out. A lot of times when people talk, let them talk. Don't cut them off. Let them talk. Let them talk. Peace and love, yo. And like and subscribe.